Scuderi, Johnson, Doughty, and shit, brain fart.
And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Kornelek.
And I'm Chris Kelsius.
And the boy to my right, the lanky fellow in the hat, is Alex Kinkopf from Dancing in the Rain, doing some blogging on KingsCast. Alex, welcome to the show.
It's nice to be back, guys.
Yeah, glad to have you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has. Yep.
That's right. So on a frigid night here in Los Angeles, it's chilly. We're going to break down the Phoenix, Philly, and San Jose games, give you our New Year's resolutions, and also talk to Alex, get to know this guy a little bit better.
It's episode 84 entitled New Year's Dissolutions. Let's go.
All right, so the Kings came back into Staples Center tonight, looking to turn things around. Last two games didn't fare so well. Played some football game scores, getting blown out twice, getting the goaltender pulled each game. Wasn't so hot.
No, and when you get two goaltenders pulled in two consecutive games, it's pretty disgusting. But, you know, I'm pointing more of my attention toward this defense, which has just been horrible. Thursday night, Jack Johnson, Drew Doughty didn't even look like they were there. Just, you know, open holes for Jonathan Quick and Jonathan Bernier. These aren't bad goaltenders. These guys don't let in 7 goals a game. This defense has just been, you know, pretty awful lately.
Yeah, what is going on? I mean, you know, we've been playing so well for so long. Well, not so long, like the last 10 games. And the defense just kind of took a dump everywhere. And, you know, I'm not sure what's really changed. I mean, yeah, we had 4 games in 5 nights, which is a lot, granted. But, I mean, the Kings just look awful.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we talked about the defense at the beginning of the season being what's hoped to be a strong point for the team, and it really hasn't been. I think that, you know, obviously the injury to Willie Mitchell has been huge for us, but with the subpar play of Jack Johnson and Drew Doughty, I feel like we're hurting out there. Yeah,
and you can't leverage, you know, these defensive struggles on one player like Mitchell. Drew Doughty, young guy, you know, his mistakes haven't been he's not scoring goals or he's not putting up assists, but sometimes just doesn't look like his head is there. You know, he's in one of the biggest cities in the world playing professional hockey. And then you look at Jack Johnson, you know, not skating the puck up the ice, not taking shots from the top in the power play. So something's just not right with their game like it was last year.
Yeah, like how much tail is Drew Doughty getting? I'm sure it's a lot, and I think it's really interfering with his game, maybe. But here's a Norris defenseman who I really think I feel is like resting on his laurels. And, you know, you really can't have that at this point with the team where we are in the Western Conference being very tight. We had 3 teams at 45 points. I mean, that's difficult.
All right, Kings fans, so the New Year's here, 2011. Looking for a new start for the Kings. Getting blown out in their last 2 games. Looking for them to bounce back tonight against the division battle with the Sharks. Go Kings. Well, let's transition into tonight's game against the San Jose Sharks. Big division game. It's pretty crowded up there in the division. Not a lot of points separate the teams from the top and the bottom. This is a game that I thought would be a perfect bounce-back game. We just smoked them in San Jose a couple nights ago. What happened?
Well, not winning battles to loose pucks. You look at the shot count. You know, dominated San Jose in all 3 periods and in the total. You know, those one shots, you know, they're not getting to the rebounds. They're not getting second chances. There's no consistency in our offensive zone or neutral zone. The transition game isn't building into any good opportunities. Looked all right to start the first period tonight, playing San Jose, tied in the Pacific Division, second place. Dominated on shots, killed a good 5-on-3, very lengthy power play. Head into the second period with power play. Go Kings.
Yeah, definite lack of patience, I thought, tonight. A lot of players skated into the San Jose zone and just took shots right away. And obviously no one's there to scoop up the rebound, so we ended up just seeing the puck go back the other way. So definitely an issue there.
Well, we really got to pull it together, you know, to get through this. I mean, we're in a very serious time. I mean, the trade deadline's coming up in a month and a half or so. But, I mean, we really need to solidify our part in the Western Conference. All right, so end of the second, Kings are down 1-0. Doesn't look good. A lot of shots on goal, but I don't know, saying the Sharks win 2-0.
And look at the schedule coming up. We've got these chunk of home games right now. Everything's so close in our division in the Western Conference. And then you go into February, into March, and the road games start to pile up. You need to start stocking up some points right now.
All
right, Kings fans, so there you go. Lost 1-0. Kings couldn't do anything right. Actually, one of the most boring games all year, I think. So here's hoping a better game Monday against the Blackhawks at 6 p.m. So tonight the NHL held their, fourth annual Winter Classic?
Yep.
I think that is this year in Pittsburgh. And unfortunately for Kings fans attending the Kings game tonight, didn't get to see any of it because it started at 5 o'clock. So most people missed out on that. But we talk about this every year when they're trying to come up with a new Winter Classic and where it's going to be. Will it ever be in Los Angeles, or is this just a...
Oh, I don't think it will ever be in Los Angeles. The rumor du jour, however, is that the Rangers will play the Kings next year at the new Mets Stadium.
City Field, yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, the Rangers are kind of one of those weird bubble teams that will probably not win a cup for a very long time. You know, Glenn say they're not a savvy general manager, but, you know, two big market teams kind of makes sense. Or it could be Penguins and Capitals Part 2.
Yeah, well, not exactly rivals, though, Kings and Rangers. So
no.
I think the big thing with this game is that they're really trying to put up player rivals and team historical rivals. So I don't know what you would do. Maybe, let's just say, in a dream world, if it was held in Los Angeles, what would be your dream matchup and venue, Alex?
Oh, I'd like to see, you know, any other Pacific Division opponent. I think it's tough right now, the way the NHL is trying to market itself, to have a team like Los Angeles in a Winter Classic, because they're using it to build this league and to get them back into it. So that might kind of put off with them, but if you had a West Coast, East Coast Winter Classic, maybe you had the Kings against the Ducks somewhere out here. They tried to do it in Vegas a few years ago, so... Yeah.
Quite a few years ago. I don't think you were born yet.
Yeah, early, something like that. So
yeah, chance of that happening probably never going to happen unless they go through every single team, and then we're just ahead of Phoenix.
What are the rivalries, though? Kopitar against Gabrick, or...
Yeah, because, I mean, that's pretty weak.
It's very weak.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that never. All right, Kings fans, in the middle we have Alex Kinkopf. If you have not been reading the blog, if you're on YouTube, come on over to kingscast.net, read Alex's stuff. But right now we're going to introduce a little segment we like to call Getting to Know Alex.
So Alex, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm not a long-time Kings fan. I became a fan back in 08 when I moved here. And I could get the $8 upper deck seat on eBay whenever I wanted. Fell in love with them right away. First NHL team I've had in my backyard, really. I'm a Clevelander, so you can guess how miserable the rest of my sports fanhood has been.
So, Alex, you're a Cleveland fan,
yes.
Obviously. A lot of depressing situations in sports there with the Cavaliers, the Indians, etc. Why do you want to punish yourself by being a Kings fan?
No, it's difficult, but when you like teams like that, you tend to... attract yourself toward the underdog. I've never been a guy to root for, you know, the top tier teams. I kind of like a team that always has to put effort down. You know, maybe not the most popular market in the sport. You know, so the Kings fit my need, and they've been giving me a lot more positive outcomes than Cleveland sports has.
Tell us about your blog, and what business do you have having a blog?
Going to all the games, you know, back when I lived here a few years ago, I ran into Chris and Keith and threw the idea at them. You know, I'd like to write about the Kings, and, you know, I'd always catch them on the train. We'd always say hi and goodbye, and finally we teamed up, and they, for some reason, like my content, and, you know, I get to post it on the website, so I like to share my thoughts and ideas.
Alex, lastly, who is your favorite Kings player and why?
Ryan Smith. He is one of the few old-time hockey players with his style in general that has survived this new era of hockey. In front of the net, does his job, love the guy.
All right, Kings fans, so we will be back with you after the Nashville Predators game on Thursday. Hoping for a big turnaround here. Play the Chicago Blackhawks on Monday, so Kings got to figure it out, turn it around.
That's right, Kings fans. So Happy New Year. I'm Keith Korneluk.
And I'm Chris Kalaszewski.
And I'm Alex Kinkopf.
And thank you for watching Overtime by KingsCast.